Welcome to another session of our jam sessions. I am Cassie Lemon, creator and owner of Let's Jam, and I am here with one of our teammates, also known as our flavor forager, Anna Harris. So thanks for joining us, Anna.
Yay, I'm happy to be here.
So why don't you just start with sharing a little bit about who you are?
Oh, well, that's like one of those interview questions that you're never prepared for. Tell us about yourself.
Yeah.
So, I'm currently a college professor. Well, lecturer. Whatever. Same difference.
Right.
But I've
You're
been
teaching the children.
I'm teaching the children. I've been in education for almost 15 years, I guess now, coming out of engineering. And I'm a mom, and I have fur babies, and yeah, that's me.
Yeah. Do you want to share with them how we met and got connected?
We met because we were both working at the same school. I don't know, can we name drop? Can we not name drop? We'll just say we were both working at the same school.
Yeah.
And you had a position that was not the same as mine because we had my people, we all had our own little office, and then you were real special because you had your personal office over there.
I shared that office.
In my recollection, you had your own personal office, and I shared an office with three other individuals. But yeah, I mean, we were working there and just kind of became friends, pretty much.
I really appreciate, not only did we get to connect in that educational space, but you're so enrolled in what we're doing now that you're even a part of our team and our patch and being able to continue to even just grow and expand Let's Jam. But you weren't always a part of our team. Talk a little bit what led you to the product initially and what you started noticing.
Yeah, so I was not. I was very much your friend and supported you in your business adventures, but was not on board with your business ventures. I grew up with one of my sisters is now a recovering alcoholic. Her son, my nephew, had all kinds of battles with drugs. And so for me, drugs were always super bad, no. And when I say drugs, that included marijuana, right? And so it was the gateway drug. That's what we were all told. And then when I got into college, and we've talked about this, when I got into college, I waited to try pot until literally a month before I graduated college. I finally was like, okay, I trust these people enough and I'm going to try it. Had already been on antidepressants for a couple of years at that point, and I was drinking probably more than I should be drinking. And
who was it? That took me back. Sorry.
Don't we all? So when I tried it, it was just something different that didn't give me all the same feelings.
Yeah.
And I felt like I could still operate, but it was just like a recreational thing for me. When I graduated college and had my big girl job, my first big girl engineering job, I'd had some friends come over for a long Memorial Day weekend, and we had all smoked. And then I went back to work on Tuesday and was in a workplace accident where I had to get drug tested. I don't know that I've ever even told you this. And I was so scared, even though I did not test positive, I was so scared after that event that I was like, forget this, I'm not
going to put myself at risk.
I just can't do this because I have to have a job.
Yeah.
Right? And so I really did have that mentality, I want other people to be able to do this, but no, it's not for me. I honestly think what changed was really talking to you and you really educating me about it, because that for me was huge, because it told me that all these things that I knew about the plant weren't necessarily all true.
Yeah.
Right? And then I realized I had my child and I didn't like drinking, having a glass of wine and then being with her, which had been my go-to for years, was drinking wine and, relaxing, whatever.
Yeah, de-stressing, but yeah.
And I didn't like it because I didn't feel like I totally knew what was going on all the time if I was drinking with her. And then if I drank too much, the next morning was not fun anyway. And so that kind of had me open I guess, to looking for something else. And then, like, you have jam and I'm gluten-free. And I was like, what am I going to do with this? Like, I can't put it on toast because I don't even like the gluten-free toast. And I still, to this day, remember, like, the first time I ever tried the strawberry.
Uh-huh.
Because I was sitting on my couch and I tried it on some vanilla ice cream. I
Uh-huh.
know that was my go-to,
Yep.
vanilla ice cream.
Yeah.
And I remember sitting in the chair and just feeling like I was sinking into the chair because I was getting so relaxed. And I'm looking at my child and like I'm still able to have a full conversation with her, and I'm really able to be mentally present with her and just laugh and relax.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, yes, like, do I use your product for like aches and pains? Absolutely. But a lot of times I'm using it just so I can de-stress and be present in the moment and enjoy like my kid.
Yeah.
Instead of like getting mad at her for getting on my nerves for doing something stupid, I can be right there with her and and laugh about the silly thing that she's doing and just be present.
Yeah.
And she loves it.
Right.
She knows, like, she understands it's my medicine because she goes in there and cooks with me and she's like, oh, are you getting your jam? And I'm like, yes, I'm getting my jam. She's like, okay. And she likes that mommy. She likes that mommy because we're able to, you know, do stupid stuff. Like, one night it was I don't know if you've read the Diary of the Wimpy Kids books.
I'm familiar with the series, but I haven't read the books themselves.
Okay. Well, do you know, like, the cheese touch?
I do not know the cheese touch.
Okay, the cheese touch is like there's this random piece of, like, cheese that's on the playground.
Uh-huh.
And if you touch the cheese, then you have the cheese touch. And it's kind of like the cootie.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And I still remember, like, one night she had gone to the bathroom or something, but she hadn't washed her hands yet. And Sam was standing near her, and she, like, went to go, like, touch her, and she was like, oh, don't touch me with your hand. You got to wash your hands. And it was like a cheese touch moment because I lost my mind. I thought it was hilarious. I was like, why is this grown woman getting scared about this 8-year-old touching her with this hand? Like, it's not that big of a deal, but it was so funny that then I got my kid, like, just
going after
her. And she was like, this is your fault. And I'm like, this is so hilarious. Yeah. But it's still something we're able to talk about.
Yes.
And she will still, like, she will, like, think about it sometimes, and you can see that thought run through her head.
Wow.
And I'm like, it would have been so easy for me to take that and be just, oh my God, wash your hands.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
You know, that's so gross.
Get into discipline, get into structure, get into, yeah.
But instead, I was able, because I was calmed down and relaxed, to just be silly with her.
Yeah.
And so, like, I love that.
Yeah.
Because when I think about, like, who I am silly. I'm just a big kid. But so often we get stressed out, or I at least get stressed out, you know, from work and all the 18,000 to-do list items that I have, and I forget just to relax.
Yeah.
And enjoy the time with my child right now.
Yeah. Because that's what you're doing it all for.
Yeah.
You're doing all of that action throughout the day to be able to be there with the people you love the most, when that's a time where we can't even feel like we are present because we poured our cup out all day to all these other humans.
Yeah.
You know, which isn't a bad thing either, but like, I think it's just really beautiful though that like it allows you though to take a moment to refill yourself, to bring you back to actually spend time too with the chosen people that you have in that space.
Yeah. And I mean, the benefit of then I sleep really well and I wake up refreshed and I'm not pissed off on a Saturday morning. Right?
Right.
That's an added benefit. Like, I'll take that.
Yeah.
But it's, I mean, so that's what it does, you know, for me. And I think, you know, I think there's this stigma, like, as a parent, you know, that we shouldn't be engaging in that. But it's like, if I'm going to drink 3 glasses of wine to relax, what's the harm in me having a tablespoon of jam to relax, and I'm more present?
Yeah. Yeah. Because it's not about detaching. It's actually about plugging in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to forget you're there.
I created you.
Right. I just want to be able to relax and have fun.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, absolutely.
And, you know, I was so scared about the product itself, but I was so glad that I gave it a chance. Not only for me, but then, like, as I had my 16-year-old dog who was going through dementia, it opened me up to seeing CBD as an option for her.
Yeah.
Which I do think truly, like, helped.
Yeah.
In her, last couple of years with us.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I told you when we went on vacation, I took a jar because I was like, to deal with, not that I don't love my family, but when you're trapped in a condo with 3 other adults and your child, you need to relax at the end of the day.
Right. Again, it's about plugging in, not unplugging. Right. Like, let's get present to what I chose.
I'm taking this jam. I'm mixing myself a drink. And my aunt was like, what are you doing? And I was like, let me mix you a drink, girl. So, I was mixing her drinks. And, but yeah, I mean, and she's one of the most straight-laced people I've known my entire life. So that was a huge, I felt like, bonding experience for us.
What did you notice differently after she had a drink with it in it?
I don't know that I noticed, like, too much. Like,
that what she had shared,
But what she shared was that she did think that her neck was feeling a lot better the next morning. Because one of the reasons she says she drinks at night is to help her go to sleep. Like, she's the wine lady.
Okay.
So she's going to have her couple of glasses of wine before she goes to bed. But she also has aches and pains. And I was like, this can help you with both of those.
Yeah.
Try this.
Yeah.
And my mom was like, I have some in my fridge. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
So, and my sister, who is the recovering alcoholic, she's like, I'm just waiting till I retire.
Yeah.
Because once she retires, she's like, I can try something.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Well, I just acknowledge you for, like, really getting present to what it's given you access to with your relationships, and then you sharing it. I'm really moved by you really getting present to what it's given you access to, and then just getting to gift that to people around you that you love.
Well, I think, like, for me, because I have always dealt with, like, anxiety and depression, that I've oftentimes tried to find other ways to manage that.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
Like, I've been on and off antidepressants since I was about 19 or 20. And so that's like 20 years, just dating it here.
Yeah.
And for a while there, I do think I was medicating with marijuana, smoking it.
Yeah.
For a good while, I was medicating by drinking too much.
Yeah.
And honestly, the only reason I'm probably not an alcoholic is because I developed the gluten intolerance and had to stop drinking beer. And I just really didn't like all of my other options.
Yeah.
And so, for someone that has dealt with, like, those issues and feels like they're in a good place mentally, like, I'm not looking for something to self-medicate in that way anymore. Like, I've found what works for me with, therapy and the correct amount of prescription pills, right? And doing all the things to keep myself calm. But I think life still gets in the way. And so for me, this was an option to, like, help me bring myself back down and really focus.
Well, it's a supplement. to the other things that you're already using. And I love how you shared that, because like that's core of really who we are, is about educating people. And I forget that sometimes too, that that's a lot of why I started this. Come from an educator. I've been in education. I'm surrounded by education. So like really understanding the plant to share that with people. And so I just really thank you for representing that as part of who and why we started this. And part of that too, though, is about then allowing people to be empowered, so that they can choose what works best for them. Because it's going to look different for everyone. But this is just a potential supplement and resource.
Yeah. And it's my chosen one, because now that I've felt more educated about CBD products, like I have tried other CBD products, but this is the one that I keep coming back to because it's the one that works really well for me. And it's the one that I enjoy because I get to try new recipes, right?
Yeah.
And when I was growing up, when I was younger, I loved to bake. But when I went gluten-free, I really gave a lot of that up because at the time there just weren't a lot of like really good options.
Right.
And having this jam has really pushed me to look for, okay, how can I take some recipes that I would want to eat that are like these baking style recipes and make them gluten-free and make them available and build in this jam. So girl, I make stuff at my house and pass it out to my neighbors, and it's, I'm like, hey, try this hand pie.
I'm like, thank you. I never knew like how much that was also getting to reignite that in you. You've just been so amazing by like coming on the team and like, hey, we're going to own these recipes and we're going to run with it. And like your contribution though of putting in the research and us getting to collaborate, like La Tierra was in here recently that again shared a little bit of like the yogurt recipe, and I've shared that now with a few individuals. Larita with her mom with dementia, we've talked about using that as a dosage. So your constant pursuit of just access has really, really been a contribution to the lives that we've gotten to touch and the lives that we're going to get to continue to touch. So I really thank you for believing in our product so much that you are touching the lives around you, and then also now bringing all of that into Let's Jam and the Patch to just touch even more lives.
Well, look, it's partly selfish, because
it's aligned. It's not selfish. It's just aligned with what you're.
Well, it's, I think. Yeah. Especially for people that have food allergies.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
It's so hard when there's a product that I'm like, okay, well, the only way we see jam is on toast.
Yes.
What the heck am I going to do with this? Like, okay, but what else can we do? Yeah. And just finding like different ways to incorporate it without having the bread, because that's the only way we ate jam when I was growing up. It was on a piece of toast.
Bread, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You didn't put jam on anything else.
Right, biscuits or different things like that. And it's funny because my mom, when we started this company, was like, oh, put it on ice cream. That's one of my favorite ways to eat it. I'm like, when did we put it on ice cream growing up?
That's what she did after y'all went to bed.
Right?
She wasn't going to share that. You weren't going to get the ice cream and the jam. Then you were going to be sugar high and run around.
Or even so my Meemaw was known for her apple butter. And now apple butter I'd put on maybe a couple of other things, but came down here to Nashville and I had a piece of chicken with it on it. I'm like, this is life changing. Right? When you start again looking at how you can incorporate these just flavor profiles, right? And like into things that you're already eating. Or that you want to enjoy to eat. So that is, again, a really part of our product too, is that it's versatile, and the fact that it can be eaten on a piece of toast to being put into a drink, based on mood, based on accessibility, based on diet, whatever it may be. So, and you just bring in the forage forward.
Look, I'm all about it. I'm like, how can we make this and how can we make it look cute?
Yes. Well, is there anything else that you would like to just share with people today about, yeah, like your recommendation or about the product or Let's Jam?
I mean, I think if you are hesitant about trying CBD products, I am with you. Like, I was there.
Mm-hmm.
I have been there. I grew up hearing that this was not what we should be doing,
Yeah.
right? But I think if you educate yourself, and Let's Jam does a great job of educating, right? That's
Yeah.
one of the big things, and that's what brought me to the company,
Yeah.
right? Not to you because we were already pals, but
Yeah. Yeah.
I think it was like 2 years that you had the company and been making jam before I was like, okay, let me get in
Maybe this is
charge.
time. Yeah. Yeah.
So, just give it a chance. See what
Yeah.
works
Yes.
for you, because you never know.
You never know. You never know. It could be a plant that helps you get connected and plugged back in versus plugging out.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for your story and your share today, Anna. And thank you for you continuing to be a part of our patch and continuing to grow. Let's Jam. You're not going anywhere now.
Nope.
Yay!
You're stuck with me for life.